Okay, Yvonne and George, welcome. Your turn for the limelight today. What has been your experience with us on your journey towards resignation success?
From the beginning, I was a bit skeptical because people would discourage you. They would want to know whether this that you want to embark on is really real. So they were putting more skepticism in me also. But at the end, I told myself that, you know what, let me just try this because I have gone through, then I have attended 2 master classes. And what was encouraging me is that there were a lot of people in the class. I remember when I checked it, there were about 600 and something people in the master class. And no one was really complaining. Everybody was excited. So I told myself that, but this should be real. So I just told myself that I will do it. What I loved about it is that my husband also was having, he was also trusting what I was about to embark on. I had somebody to lean on, although there were people surrounding me saying, hey, but I know this one. I know that somebody was scammed. I know they were giving, some of them I knew. So I had that thing to say, hey, I'm a bit skeptical. But what was giving me more courage was that about 600 people were in the class and nobody was complaining. Yes.
And at which point did you realize that this was authentic? You know, it wasn't a scam, it was genuine, it was real. What was the turning point for you?
What made me that to see that this was not a scam was that every time when I called you, you were really always available. And even people that I was working with Mandy, every time when I called Mandy, the phone was open. So I realized that these are people that you can lean on.
Yes. And George, what has it been like for you? Because, watching your partner going through these challenges of deciding to retire or resign, what has the journey been for you?
To be very honest with you, even though I was supporting her throughout the process, but myself as well, at the beginning, I was a bit reluctant to go this route. In fact, what convinced me that you were authentic was when I got your first documentation. It had your registration number, and I checked it with what do you call it? Financial Services Council, something like that. And I found that the registration number is authentic. And from there on, for me, I was supporting 100%. I was convinced that you are legit.
And Yvonne, we talk so much about tax, even the pre-98. So prior to joining about Masterclass, what did you know about this pre-98 tax-free benefit?
I did not know about it at all.
Me too.
Altogether, I didn't know about it. I only knew that you were going to get a lump sum that was going to be heavily taxed. But with this 198, nobody has ever told me about it. And even at work, I don't think 90% of employees, I don't know. I don't think anybody knows about it.
A lot of people doesn't know about it.
No.
A lot of people doesn't know about it. It is not in the public domain.
When you were thinking of resigning, what were you expecting the tax to be?
I was afraid, I'm telling you. I was very much afraid because I'm having an experience, I had an experience whereby I had to pay, I think about 30-something% from the lump sum that I once got. Like I told you, I was previously married and my husband passed on. So the money that I got was heavily taxed. And even after that, I owed SARS over close to 200,000 that I had to pay, that was taken within 3 months, 6 months without being informed that you're going to be taxed. So I knew that I was, I knew that I was going to pay a lot of tax, but I didn't have an option. I didn't have an option. And even my husband, this one, we knew that we were going to be taxed, but we didn't have an option. We had to move. We had to make decisions There was no way, there was nothing that I could do.
And then fast forward when we did the calculations for you, the pre-1998 and the tax savings. So how much have you saved in tax? From what you initially thought you would pay to what you ended up having to?
Devon, I just want to thank you, because the money that we paid now for tax, it's very little compared to what I expected. It's very, 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 very little. I am so happy. I don't know. I didn't expect this much of money to be paying.
Excellent. Excellent. And now it gives you leverage, right? Because you can use all that tax savings to live a better quality of life. So what are you going to be spending your tax savings on?
What are we going to do?
Pay off debt.
We are going to pay off debts, and then we will do everything that is needed. We'll try by all means to, like we were saying that we are having a business to open. It was going to assist us a lot.
Yeah. And when it comes to investing, it's also one of the challenges members have. So what has your investment experience been like?
It's been, Devon, we are so happy. We were not aware that you can be able to save this amount of money and be able to see it growing, we knew that we can invest, but we didn't know how the markets are going to behave, So from what we've shown, because we had many options, from what we saw is that there's going to be an increase at an increasing rate, which makes one to be very much happy and be, to be also calm, to know that something is generating money for you.
And Yvonne, this morning was a special morning, right? Because you woke up and your bank balance was huge. So how did it feel when you saw this money in your bank account?
I wasn't sure, because I woke up and checked my phone, and for some time I was trying to locate my sunglasses to check whether my spectacles to check whether this is really real. So I didn't expect money, because they sent me a message yesterday to say it's going to take about 2 to 3 working days. So I was counting around Tuesday, Wednesday. So when I woke up, and I knew that today is not a normal business day. So when I saw the money, I said, wow, I was very happy. I phoned my husband inside the house. I was sleeping. He was in the... So I called him, and then he answered. I said, come. And then he dropped. I called again to say, please bring your spectacles. Then he was already at the door, and then he went back. But I didn't expect the money altogether today. I was thinking that maybe it will come around next week, Wednesday. So we're very much happy.
No, it's been amazing, Yvonne. And one of the things that I enjoyed working with you is you followed the plan. When we created a solution and a strategy, you stuck to it. What are some of the messages that you would have for GEPF members who were in your position, right? Not sure who to trust, not sure where to get the right guidance, and whether they're going to lose a lot in tax, especially with this two-part system coming up. So what are some of the advice that you can offer to them?
I wish people can be open to discuss their issues with people that they think they are trustworthy. Many a times we know that you don't just talk to anybody. But if a person can get somebody like you, or somebody that have gone through something like this, like myself, I would encourage them to do what is right, because some people would say, no, why should I give my money for somebody to control it? But if you go the normal way, like you resign and allow your money to go straight into the bank account, that's where you are going to lose. So people must just know where they can invest, who to appoint to be in charge of his funds or her funds, and who to trust. Today's life, you cannot trust anybody, but it's good to know somebody who can assist you and help you through the journey.
This is amazing. Yvonne, I want to congratulate you and George. Absolutely brilliant work. And this is just the beginning, right? Because there's so much more to unfold for the two of you. And I'm
Yeah.
excited to be a part of the journey.
Thank you so much, Devon. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We need people like you, people who are trustworthy, people that are available readily, so people that you can trust at any time. Thank you so much.
We will not hesitate to recommend you to our friends and family.
Yes, too much.
What you have done for us, it's commendable. And honestly, we appreciate all the efforts that you put in.
Thank you
in
so
ensuring
much.
that this comes to this particular end.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so very much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I wish I
appreciate.
could
So
resign.
this is a new beginning, right? Yeah.
Yes.
I wish I can resign every day to get this kind of money.
No, excellent. Well done, guys. Appreciate you sharing and helping other members.
Thank you so much. I will also write a message to Hello Peter, to tell people about this. This is amazing.
Appreciate that. Yeah.